Good evening, Vista Verde parents and students. Thank you so much for coming out to Back to School Night. We hope your evening has been going great. I'm Mr. Martin, principal here at Vista Verde Middle School.
And I am Ms. Zamora, assistant principal here at Vista Verde Middle School.
We're just going to take a few minutes of your time this evening and go over some of the exciting opportunities we have this year here at Vista. And we're also going to go over our district Title I presentation. So bear with us. We'll get through this together and try to stay awake. We offer a wide range of academic programs here at Vista Verde Middle School. You'll find that on our campus you're going to have a school-wide AVID program with Wicker strategies in every classroom. That's writing, inquiry, collaboration, organization, and reading. We also have our Junior Scholars program. We have our ELD program, an amazing special education program. STEAM, we also have our program here, but it's also seen school-wide through the engineering process. We team with UCR Mesa, and we also have a GATE program that offers after-school opportunities throughout the school year. So make sure you get involved, find a program that works for you, somewhere where you can get some extracurricular activities, some enrichment, and have a great year.
Okay, so we're going to talk about student involvement. This is a wonderful way that your children can get involved in school. We have so many amazing programs here. We have band, we have art, we have ASB, we have a wonderful GATE program, we have the Junior Scholars, we have the Plus program, we have Club Live, we have technology, we have Cougar Swag, we have the Paul newsletter, we have STEAM, Mesa, AVID, the NJHS. We have so many opportunities for your student to get involved, so really encourage your students to find their niche and find something that they enjoy so they can get involved here at Vista Verde.
We also have a variety of alternative learning spaces for all of our students to enjoy. We have the CIRC, it's our STEAM Innovation and Research Center. In the CIRC, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for dealing with STEAM activities, creating, innovating, and using their imagination. We also have an outdoor learning environment called the ELC. That's our Environmental Literacy Center, where students will have the opportunity to get their hands dirty, to learn how to grow, learn how soil and soil types works with plants. There's a native habitat, there's a farming area, there's experimental beds. There's also 3 outdoor classrooms where students can go out and interact with nature and learn more about their environment.
Okay, so here at Vista Verde we have many sports that your children can get involved in. We have cross country, we have flag football, we have soccer, and we have basketball. The first sport that we're going to that's going to happen is cross country, and that's actually going to happen in September. So please, if your student, if your child is interested in participating in cross country, please encourage them to do so. We also have a new website here at Vista, so I really encourage you to visit it because it has a lot of information that is beneficial for you. For example, when you are when your child is absent, you can actually go online and do an attendance verification. If your child has an incident to report, there's also a tab there where you as well as your child can click on and they can file an incident report. You can also take a look at our daily announcements. So if you want to know what's happening at our school, you can actually listen to those and see hear all the wonderful things that are happening. So please visit our school website.
Okay, parents, this isn't all just about the students. We also have some great opportunities for you to get involved as well. We have our programs like we've talked about, so we have AVID and Junior Scholars and GATE, but we also have some opportunities to get involved in PTO, our parent-teacher organization, as a VVIP, a Vista Verde involved parent, sorry. We have our school site council. We have Cougar parent workshops in our parent center. We have our African American Advisory Council. We have ELAC, so please parents, there's plenty of ways to get involved. You're going to see we have back to school night, but we also have family nights with STEAM night and history night. So find a way to come out, get involved. We'd love to have you here. We love the support. So working together as a team, we can make this a great place for all of our parents, all of our students, and our community. Books. So every student will have a Chromebook that they're coming back and forth to school with, making sure they take care of that, making sure they use it responsibly both here and at home. It's going to be an important part of their interaction and their connection with school this year, as a lot of teachers are using Google Classroom for assignments. We have iReady and our bullying prevention programs through enrichment and intervention during this period, actually, period 3. It's our CSI, Critical Student Intervention period. So when we're done here, your teacher will get a few minutes to talk to you more about what this class is going to look like throughout the year. We'll have 2 college weeks and 3 college days. We have 2 social skills days where we just devote the entire day to learning social skills and how we interact appropriately with each other. We'll have various parent and student surveys, so keep an eye out for those throughout the year. Like I said, we'll have some evening and weekend events. We also have our Saturday STEAM for students to come and get attendance recovery. We have student-led parent-teacher conferences. Your child will actually create a digital portfolio and they'll show you what they've been doing and the grades that they're receiving. Their binder reminders are great for organization, and we also do weekly grade checks, so students are always aware of what they're doing in class, where they're at, and what they need to do to be successful. And don't forget, we have Picture Day coming up August 31st. That's this Friday. So make sure nice shirts, nice dresses, hair combed, teeth brushed, all that good stuff so you look great on Picture Day.
Okay, here at Vista Verde, we want students to show their school spirit. So every Thursday is College Wear Day. So if they have a college they want to represent, please wear that on Thursdays. And on Fridays, it's always Spirit Day. Fridays, Avid, Junior Scholars, STEAM, and this, wear your school colors, which is teal and black. Please show your school spirit on Fridays. Student IDs and passports. So students must wear their IDs at all times. Their IDs will be issued sometimes after Picture Day, which will be August 31st. All students were issued a binder. That is very important. There's a lot of useful information in that binder. One of the things that is inside that binder towards the back is the passport system. We have a school-wide passport system where we track all tardies, and if students are in class on time, they get different kinds of rewards throughout the year. So go ahead and take a look at that, and your student can explain to you how the passports are used here at Vista.
We have a bunch of goals here at Vista Verde, but there's a few of them I want to go over with you. 2 sets of goals. The first set is our LCAP goals. These are district-driven and actually state-driven, district-driven, and then down to the site level. 4 things that we look at is our parent engagement, our college and career readiness, culture and climate, and our facilities and technology. On top of that, we have a set of equity and access goals. Our equity and access goals consist of growth mindset, creating an inclusive and safe environment, addressing students' basic needs, and focus on deeper learning through Wicker, as I talked about earlier, and 21st century learning skills. Now on to our annual Title I parent meeting. Thank you for sticking with us. We appreciate it. We're getting through it. We're almost there. Not too much longer. So what is Title I? Title I is a federal program that provides funding for schools with high percentages of students who receive either free or reduced lunch. The program is intended to ensure all students meet state academic standards. The goals of Title I are to increase academic achievement, provide instructional support, provide professional development for teachers, and promote parent education and involvement. The parent rights, the schools provided the parent rights. There's an annual Title I meeting to explain the requirements of Title I, which we're doing at this time, and their right to be involved, and opportunities for regular meetings. We'll review the results of annual parent involvement effectiveness through our surveys and needs assessments. We'll have explanation of the curriculum, academic assessments, and proficiency levels students are expected to meet. The opportunity to be involved in the planning, review, improvement of the district and school Title I parent involvement policy, the Homeschool Compact, and the Title I program. Timely information about the Title I program also is sent out.
Now on to school achievement data. So we analyzed California Assessment of Student Progress and Performance Test, which is the CASP annual test. From those results, we use the data to align curriculum to state and district academic standards. We adjust instructional practices based on the findings of the assessment data. Here at Vista Verde, attendance is very, very important. So what you're looking at now is attendance from 2016 to last year's attendance to 2018. As you can see, attendance starts really, really strong, but then there is a little dip somewhere around second semester. It's really important that your students are at school every single day. As you can see, towards May and June, there is a dip, so attendance is very, very crucial. So please make sure that your children are coming to school every day. Our goal is 98% for attendance, and this is where Saturday STEAM comes into play. So if your child is absent, there is a way that he or she can make up those absences, and that is through Saturday STEAM.
And now on to our GPA by benchmark. As you can see, through the years 2016-17 and last year 2017-2018, we have a very strong showing at the beginning of the year, and it trends downward as the year goes on. Yes, curriculum gets a little bit more difficult as they get further into the year, but it's really, staying on top of it. We are going to have after-school tutoring, things like that. Make sure that your child is asking questions, staying involved. With the technology we have, they're able to access their Google Classroom. Just make sure that the work is getting done, and if there's questions, that we're asking them so that we can continue to do great all the way through the entire year. That brings us on to the final assessment, the state assessment at the end of the year. The first screen we have here is for our math scores. What we can see in our math scores is that the 1 year change from last year to this year, there was a negative 2% decrease. The 2 year change was still just a negative 2% decrease. So we went down a little bit this year from last year, and we have put things in with this CSI period here to help address those, that little bit of a decrease so that we can look at an increase for next year. Moving on to the next slide, we have our English Language Arts scores. The 1 year change for English Language Arts was a negative 3%, but over 2 years we've dropped 8%. Again, we have put some things in place in order to address some of these decreases that we see. We're working hard with teacher professional development, providing opportunities for students to get intervention and enrichment. So we're really hoping that the things we've put in place this year, along with your help, with your child at home, we can really change this, turn this around, and look at some positives for this coming school year.
We also gather input through annual surveys from parents, students, teachers, and staff. And the ALCOP survey results from last year were overall students and parents felt safe and supported here at Vista Verde. There was a lot of opportunities for involvement, and overall the facilities were well maintained. However, we will place a greater focus on keeping our restrooms clean.
And now on to our SIPSA, or our Single Plan for Student Achievement. We have 6 goals in our SIPSA, and this is what we meet with School Site Council to discuss how we're going to use our funding in order to provide the best educational experience for our students here at Vista. Our first goal deals with our English Language Arts scores. Our second goal deals with our math scores. Moving on to goal number 3, we want to increase the number of English learners that will meet AMAO 1 and 2 targets. Goal 4 is for parent involvement. The identified goal is to increase parent participation and community involvement, which we've talked about some of the events and activities that you can be a part of here at Vista. Goal number 5 is to maintain our attendance rate. Remember, we're looking for that 98% or higher attendance rate. And goal 6 is to improve our school-wide district our discipline and school culture through the use of our instructional programs and incentives. A lot of PBIS, positive behavior and intervention support, you'll see here on campus. So that goal, along with all the other 6 goals, are very, very important to us here at Vista Verde.
Okay, title funds are allocated based on the number of students eligible for free and reduced lunch. All elementary and middle schools here at, in the Val Verde Unified School District are Title I. The district determines a per pupil amount, which is multiplied by the number of students to determine the school's allocation. Okay, title funds required amounts. 1% of the budget must be reserved for parent involvement activities. The funds cannot pay for any core programs. They are to supplement district funds, so they must be spent in addition to district funds, not in place of.
Title I parent involvement policy says that every Title I school, in collaboration with parents, must prepare at a site level parent involvement policy. The policy describes how the school will involve the parents in an organized, ongoing, and timely way in the planning, review, and improvement of the Title I program at their school. What you'll see is that Vista Verde Middle School has developed and written a Title I parent involvement policy with input from our Title I parents. That was distributed to all of our parents during the registration process. It would be in your registration packet at the beginning of the school year. It's also provided when new students enroll and they get their registration packet. If you look at your registration packet, you'll see a form that says Vista Verde Middle School Title I Parent Involvement Policy. So if you'd like to review that with your child, it's 2 pages. The first page looks like this, and the second page continues with a part 2. So if you review this, check your registration packet. It should be there. If you need an extra copy, please let the front office know and we can provide that for you.
Okay, District 1 Title I Parent Involvement Policy. The copies of the District Title I Parent Involvement Policy were provided in the registration packet that you have. This is what it looks like, the District Title I. It's from the Board of Education. So what you're looking at is what you have in your registration packet, and this is just a continuation of what you have.
And now on to our Home and School Compact. It's developed jointly with parents of students, and as with the other 2 parent notifications, it's also distributed in the student registration packet. It outlines how parents, the entire school staff, and students will share the responsibility for improved student academic achievement. School Parent Compact for Achievement, it's an agreement that parents, students, and teachers develop together. An effective compact has a link to goals of the school improvement plan. It focuses on student learning skills. It describes how teachers will help students develop those skills, share strategies parents can use at home, explain how teachers and parents can communicate about student progress, and describe opportunities for parents to volunteer, observe, and participate in the classroom. That school compact looks like this. You should see that in your registration packet that you got at the beginning of the year. Again, as with the other documents, if this is something you're no longer able to find and would like a copy, please contact the front office and they'll be able to provide that copy for you.
Parents, that concludes the Title I portion of our presentation. You have made it to the end. So now look at your back to school night agenda. And on the right side, as you can see that circle there, we need teacher signature. This is very important if you want to be part of the great giveaway here at Vista Verde. So you can drop this off in the box on your way out and you will be able to participate in the giveaway here at Vista Verde for some
yearbooks and Cougar Spirit gear. Thank you so much for sticking with us through all that. Parents, students, we're really looking forward to an exciting, productive school year this year. We hope you enjoy your remaining classroom visits. Have a great evening, Cougars.